This is Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for August 4th, 2025. The Cambodia Securities Exchange Index was down 0.32 points or 0.08%, closing at 405.1. Total trade volume was down with 60,531 shares changing hands at a total value of 276 million real or close to $70,000. On the main board, two stocks were up. Leading the market was Sihanoukville Autonomous Port up 0.50% or 60 real to 12,160 real per share, followed by CamGSM up 0.41% or 10 real to 2,440 real per share. On the other hand, four stocks were down. The biggest loser of the day was Pestech Cambodia, which dropped 1.87% or 50 real to 2,620 real per share, followed by Akleda Bank down 0.87% or 60 real to 6,840 real per share. The other two stocks down were Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority and Phnom Penh Autonomous Port. Meanwhile, Royal Group Phnom Penh SEZ, Grand Twins International, and MJQ Education remained flat. Over on the growth board, JS Land dropped 0.72% or 20 real to 2,760 real per share, while DBD Engineering remained flat at 2,010 real per share. Akleda Bank recorded the highest trade volume of the day with 21,303 shares changing hands at a total value of 146 million real or close to $37,000, approximately 35% of Monday's trade volume. MJQ Education recorded the second highest trade volume of the day with 14,284 shares changing hands at a total value of 28 million real or $7,000, about 23% of August 4th's trade volume. Moving on to the exchange rate, the Khmer Real to USD remained unchanged at 4,007 real per US dollar, while the US dollar index was down to 98.93. Looking at global commodities, oil prices edged higher on Monday, pairing earlier losses as traders expect the market to absorb another large output hike by OPEC Plus in September, while worries about disruptions to Russian oil shipments to major importer India also provided support. Brent crude futures climbed 11 cents or 0.16% to $69.78 US dollars a barrel, and US West Texas Intermediate crude was at $67.52 US dollars a barrel, up 19 cents or 0.28%. Both contracts closed about $2 a barrel lower on Friday. Gold edged lower as investors booked profits after a sharp rise in the previous session after weaker than expected US jobs data boosted hopes for a US Federal Reserve interest rate cut in September. Spot gold lost 0.1% to $3,361.32 US dollars per ounce. Bullion rose more than 2% on Friday. However, US gold futures gained 0.4% to $3,414.20 US dollars. Stock futures climbed early Monday even as investors remained on edge over the Trump administration's new round of tariffs, heightening worries about rising inflation and an economic slowdown. As of the time of the Cambodian market's closing, S&P 500 futures and Nasdaq 100 futures moved up 0.55% and 0.62% respectively. Futures tied to the Dow Jones Industrial Average added 230 points or 0.53%. This was Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for August 4th.